Hey everybody, welcome back. Just wanted to do a mail call video for today. I've ordered this Kato House Mini GT wagon from eBay. Hopefully get to that here in a few minutes. That'll be my first Mini GT that I've bought, so I'm looking forward to opening that. The big thing I wanted to show today is the 21 Ford Bronco Wildtrak RLC. Just got mine today. I know a lot of you have already got yours over the past few days, but just wanted to open it, take a look, maybe compare it to a few other things here. Today is the Super Treasure Hunt set release on the Creations website. To any of you who made it, congratulations. To the rest of us, better luck next time. So let's go ahead and pop into this here. As we're opening this, I'll say I know a lot of people were upset. I think Mattel originally had the price for these set at, I think, $25, and it went up. And a lot of people, I guess, didn't realize it beforehand. But regardless, these ended up being, I believe, $35. And so we'll kind of talk about that as we go along. But packaging, kind of standard. I've noticed, maybe not so much on these, but say, for instance, on the ones that come in the case, you know, we have usually a little bit different art style on them. And recently, some of the art on the boxes I've actually liked more than the casting and the cars themselves. So this one's pretty plain Jane. Oh, and we have a door overboard here. I did open this earlier. That's why there's no plastic holding it in. So forgive me for parts flying out. It does come with this normally holding all that stuff in. Take this out, and of course the draw to this is that you have removable parts. It's a really nice casting, though. I think they did a really good job with this. The Spectra flame isn't too totally crazy. Sometimes I think it can get a little overbearing. Very nice details on this. The real riders look good, and a lot of detail on the interior. I think this paint looks good against the matte black, and then with the gray accents on the seats in here, that just really sets everything off. Very nice looking. So let's see here. We can pop this plastic out. There are some instructions. I believe it looks like it's just for the door. I'm not looked at this yet. But it's yeah, just instructions for how to set the doors on. I kind of like it like this, but I think I'm definitely at least going to leave mine with the top on. Because like I said, I like the contrast myself with the black. Oh, I'm knocking pieces off everywhere. Stop's actually a little harder to snap on than I thought, but I guess that's a good thing. And while I was fooling around with it, I accidentally figured out that the spare tire is also removable. And a lot of you will be happy to know that this is actually a real rider as well, or it feels like it is, looks like it is. So that's pretty cool. I know a lot of times on the premiums, that's a kind of an issue. Everything's real riders, but if there's a spare tire, it's plastic. And it's just got a little keyway here that this snaps back on. You know, and as I'm looking at it, it looks like it was glued on, and I barely hit that and it fell off. So maybe that's not supposed to be removable, but it's staying back on like that, easily fixed. Kind of odd though, kind of odd. So, like I said, I do like it with the top on myself. The door's off pretty cool. we'll go ahead and throw those on just to give you a look at what it looks like. And so, in talking about this, you know, a lot of people were upset, I think, that the price had went up to $35 on these. And I do kind of get that. But at the same time, this is one of the more detailed castings that I have seen. So I can kind of understand it from that standpoint. Of course, I think what really got a lot of people was that it seemed like Mattel changed the price at the last minute. And, you know, perhaps they did. I don't know. I really think it was just a typo. But really, for what you pay, I think it's a good value. So here it is with the doors. I actually like it fully dressed here with the doors on it. The doors just kind of snap on. They can open and close. Pretty neat. I like it fully dressed myself. Some of you may not. Some of you may like it with the parts off, but it's a very nice looking casting, very detailed. The interior is really detailed. That would be a good reason to probably leave the top and the sides off. I'll have to say that, because it is kind of hidden when you have everything on it, right? So I can understand it from that standpoint. The one thing I will say, I realize there's a lot to it. I do kind of prefer, and I maybe would have liked to have seen this at least kind of like this is the last one I have close by that has the case, but I do like it when the RLC come in cases. You know, maybe it's not as conducive to being good where you're able to take parts off of this one, but I just think it makes for a nicer display. Of course, you can always, you know, buy these separately, but I would like to have seen it come in a case. I know they normally don't do that when you have parts that can come off. Or even like the Power Wagon, which I don't have here, and, you know, kind of come even with a scene. I think that would have been cool. Now, would the price have went up had they done it that way? Yeah, probably. It probably would have. So, you know, one other thing I was going to look at here is I have the Matchbox Super Chase, which again is kind of a different animal in and of itself. And I realize this is a little bit different model. But if you consider the way the secondary market was on these there for a while, these were going pretty high too. I think they were up around $30 and $35 at one point in time. I believe that was with shipping. Now, obviously that's for a Chase. It's Matchbox. It's not Hot Wheels, even though they're both Mattel. So take it for what it's worth. But, you know, people were paying pretty good amount of money for these. And it's a very nice looking casting, but other than if you don't like Spectra Flame, the RLC is above and beyond the Super Chase, I think. You know, especially when you're thinking detail and, you know, just overall casting. So, you know, in my mind, the 35, the price point really is not bad. I think it's a decent value for that. Now, like I said, you know, maybe more people were more upset just that they thought Mattel changed the price last minute, but either way, it's a nice looking casting, and if you order yours, hopefully you get it soon. And you know, if you missed it, or if you're waiting to pull the trigger on maybe the secondary market on eBay or somewhere like that, then, you know, hopefully this video helped you out a little bit. It does look like, just as a note, as I'm working with it here, I probably am going to have to glue this tire back on the back, because if you bump it at all, it falls off. If you're just displaying it and it comes off, I think it's probably going to be all right, but just kind of a side note there. So, and this video is running a little bit long, so I think I'm going to save the Kaito House review for another video. So thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them below.